I'm Joshua Potts, Mr. Possible, and you're watching Trackish. We have another great episode showing off the personalities of the biggest high school track and field stars. The person that we have join us today is a legend. I'm telling you about out from North Carolina, Greensboro Day School legend. Absolutely number 5 all time on the girls 100 meter list, number 6 all time on the 200 meter list as well, number 2 fastest all time in 200 meter in all conditions. She's also 7-time North Carolina state champion, a 3 times outdoor national champion for Adidas, 2 times for Nike indoors, 1 time for Nike outdoor, and plus she's a 100 meter U20 champion from this past year. An amazing athlete over the past year, has been extremely dominant. Dana Wilson is joining us on Trackish today. Dana, it's so great to have you. We got to speak a little bit at Nike Outdoor Nationals and U20s this past week. It was amazing to see you and to see your dominance on full display. But how's it feel to kind of be away from it now? You get to relax a little bit. It's been a long season.
Yeah, I mean, I'm glad I get a little bit of a break. I'm ready to kind of transition into college, but yeah, just grateful for the season I've had. So,
How do you just feel that time when like I'm pretty sure I would bet like your life has been consumed with school, training, sleep, school, training, sleep, school,
mhm.
training, sleep. How are you feeling this time now without school and training?
Definitely a little weird trying to figure out how to spend my time. But yeah, I'm just trying to lean into like relaxing and stuff. So,
Yeah.
still trying to figure out what I have to do, what I want to do though.
And like that's a hard thing, even just like choosing to relax sometimes, like honestly. But before we get more into just like the amazing season that you had, because want to like talk onto that, let's talk about U20s and Nike Outdoor Nationals. Like you won 2 national championships this past weekend, were amazing. It was the weather wasn't fully cooperating of like what we have liked, I think, out in Eugene, Oregon, just in general. But just how are you kind of feeling about that performance overall after like stepping away from everything and just digesting it? How are you feeling about the 100 championship in U20s and then coming back at Nike Outdoor Nationals and winning that 200?
Yeah, I mean, it was a great week there, and I'm just glad that I was able to kind of get some wins. But overall, I was not disappointed in my performance, but like I guess I just expected to do a little bit better. Um, but I won, so really
Yeah.
can't be too mad at that. So yeah, it was a fun weekend for sure.
I think we were talking a little bit, I remember, and I think you were saying kind of like the weather, not that this was a factor, but just like how much of a factor did the weather kind of just play of just trying to get over that hurdle and you're still managed to get over and get, 2 big wins, but how much was it a factor like to get over the hurdle of just like dealing with the weather of just like the rain being on, then off, and then it was hot, and then the rain was like back on again. How do you deal with that and prepare yourself to still go out there and compete at a high level?
Yeah, I was kind of mad at the weather because it definitely like I don't know, it was just not convenient. But I definitely think I'm used to just running when it's hot and like I don't I don't know the last time I've actually had to like well, I ran in the rain once in Greensboro, but it was just one race.
Hmm.
But yeah, the weather kind of hindered. I don't know if it hindered my performance, but it definitely kind of messed me up a little bit there, because I had to warm up and then check in, and we were under the stadium for a little bit, a little longer than I think I was expecting. So just trying to like manage staying warm and everything, but then going out onto the track and realizing like, oh, it's really cold, and so just trying to like stay focused through that, not let it really bother me. But yeah, definitely wasn't great. So.
And then lastly, just on that performance from last weekend, like what does it mean to you and really tell you about the runner that you are this year to kind of like have your B day in a sense when it comes to like time and still beat the number two girl in the season so far and Mia Maxwell and like U20s was a really loaded and just stacked race and you're still able to come on top even with a time that you weren't completely happy about.
Mhm. I mean, it means a lot. I've had a really good season and I'm really proud of myself and just grateful for all the like success I've had. But, having such great competition uh in Eugene and being able to, like you said, come out on top means a lot. And even though I didn't perform, I guess, to the best of my ability,
Mm.
but uh yeah, I'm just really grateful and that I was able to come home with 2 gold medals, so
Yeah, I want to talk about a little bit more about your dominance in just a second over what it's been like for the past 2 years. Before we get there, trivia. I got a first trivia question for you here on Trackish. We like to do some trivia, ask some really fun questions as well. So I'm gonna give you the whole question, then we'll give you some multiple choice, and then provide me with your answer. This one should be easy right here. How many girls have broken 11 seconds in the 100 meter in high school history? All right. We got one, six, or three.
1?
That's your final answer?
Yes.
It was close. It was three. It was three people that have broken 11 seconds in the 100 meter, including Shanti Jackson, Candace Hill, and Brianna Williams. Hold on. Let me double check. I'm pretty sure. Yeah, Brianna Williams.
That was my second guess. I'm
That was
sorry.
your second guess. That was your second guess. But let's go into that because you've had amazing performances this season, and like when I look at the times that you ran from 11:02 win legal, 22:45 win legal in the 200, and then also second fastest all time 200 meter in all conditions, 22:21. Those all seem kind of mind blowing by themselves, those type of times. For you, I'm curious, which one of those seem the most like mind blowing or just unbelievable?
For me, I would say the 22-21 because I feel like this year I've seen so much progress in my 200. I never really like if you were to ask me last year or tell me that I would run that time, I probably like wouldn't really believe you. Like I didn't really think my 200 was gonna be that good just
Mhm.
based off last year. So, just being able to run those times was a little bit surprising for me and it was pretty cool.
Yeah, but you ran like 23:12 last year, something, and
Mhm.
now that has to be mind blowing. What do you think's been the difference for your 200? What do you think's really got you there?
Definitely some changes in my training. Just trying to get more of a base in the fall, and then continuing doing. I think I mentioned this to you. I was doing broken 250s, so I was doing like up to six in like the fall and no more like the winter time, and
Hmm.
then towards outdoor season, I was doing three, up to three, just like a lot faster. So yeah, those definitely helped for sure. And just kind of helped with, I guess, my speed endurance and being able to push through any lactic acid. So I credit the broken 250s for a lot of that success.
Do you think even it was this year where when you ran 54, right, in the 400?
Yeah.
You think that kind of helped out? It's surprising when I seen that. I'm all like, dang, she running the 400 too. Like, there ain't a lot of 100, 200 runners that would have go up and did that. Like, granted, it was one time,
Yeah.
but like, do you think that kind of helped out, or just maybe even gave you some confidence knowing that you could really run it too?
Yeah. I ran a couple 4x4s and then I think, yeah, just that one open 400, but yeah, I'd say that helped a little bit. Probably with my mental, because
Hmm.
I really do not like running the 400. So, my coach kind of forced me to do that, what definitely helped and kind of made me realize like I'm a little stronger than I thought I was, and
I'm curious too. This is a fun question right here. What's more important to you when you go to these track meets? You were just at nationals this past weekend. You've been to Adidas Nationals, Nike Nationals several times. Uh, Track meet backpack or track medal? Like, what do you feel like is more important to you?
the medal, because everybody gets the backpack, but not everybody comes home with the medal. So
That's valid. That's a valid answer. That's about. But where are you hanging up? Are you hanging up your medals somewhere? Or are you just
yeah, they're right in front of me actually. They're
okay?
like not that organized, but yeah, they're all right here.
Okay. It's a constant reminder of what you're capable of. I feel it. I feel it. I feel it. What I was curious to, we kind of talked about just reminiscing on the season, but what do you feel like's been the most memorable part or just a memorable race that you've had this year? I feel like there's had to be many.
Good question. Um, Probably most of the races from indoor nationals and I would say the 200 final for indoor nationals, and then um, I don't know, all the races from this past week were pretty memorable too. So I don't know, that's a hard question.
But we have another trivia question. Then we'll get into some more things. This one may be, well, this one may be a little bit harder, but we'll see. You're started like in the 200 now, so you may know this. How many
Okay.
meters of the 200 meter are run on the curve? All right. So we
Oh,
have
okay.
115 meters, 100 meters, or 85 meters.
Um, I'm gonna go. I feel like it varies on the track. Is that false? Like I feel like some track.
Possibly, but just like a standard track, standard track. We're,
Okay.
we're going for like a standard track.
Um, 115.
You got it. You got it. 115, 115. You trusted your gut. 115 meters is usually the 85 meters on the curve. Before we get out of here and as we start like wrapping up, I am curious to just kind of like why you started running and just in general and uh what do you feel like has kept you like in the sport and kept you just motivated throughout it?
Yeah, well, I started running in sixth grade. I was on my middle school track team, but the track coach, uh, like at the time, she kind of realized like, oh, like she has some potential. Like, let me tell the high school coach, who's my coach now,
Mhm.
um, like let me just tell him about her. And then, yeah, the next year I joined the varsity team and I've just been really consistent with it ever since, practicing same days of the week. And I think what really keeps me in the sport and keeps me loving track is how special it is and how rewarding it is to, you know, do all this training, especially the school I go to now. It's like a couple people on the team, so it's just a couple of us out there. And for a while, it was just me during the winter time, like me, my dad, and my coach, like just out in
Mhm.
the cold training, like hard workouts and just being like, I'm ready to go home. It's cold out here, but just, going through times like that and then coming out and just being able to win and be kind of dominant, like you said. I mean, it's taken a lot of work to get here, but like it's so rewarding and such a special sport in my opinion. And I don't know, I just really love track, and so does my family, and
Mhm.
I feel like I'm just surrounded by such a cool environment and cool people in the sport. Like it's just really fun, and of course, I love to win. Who doesn't? So, I just keep working at it, and it's been great.
And how much was it for you to have like I believe it's India Smith like she also like competed at U20s this past weekend. Like to have kind of like on your teammates on the same. Hey, wait, she's going to Tennessee too, right?
Yes,
Yeah, to
yes.
have like teammates on this like same journey with you side by side. Like I know that you're more of an introvert by nature, but to have people alongside with you kind of on this journey, how important is that for you?
It's so important, and my family supports me a lot, and they come to just about every track meet they can, like my entire family, my grandparents, some aunts and uncles sometimes. So, just having their support means a lot and it really does help. Also, having India, my best friend in India, my sister as well, just having them there and being able to, like talk to them, warm up with them, and we just kind of calm each other's nerves. It really does help and it does mean a lot. So,
And just looking over what you've done over the past couple of years, a big significant thing I feel like just from North Carolina's perspective and from you growing up there is that like there's been a lot of great sprinters in the past 6 years from Jamisha Ford, Shanti Jackson, who holds the national record, and then even a Kayla Garrett, who's doing it really big in college right now at Texas. How inspiring has it been to like see those women perform when you were like a freshman, sophomore, and now you're kind of like in their position now, about to go to off to college and really leaving a legacy in the state of North Carolina.
yeah, I mean, I feel like some people sleep on North Carolina. They don't realize like all the talent that's come out of the state. But yeah, just being able to kind of watch those couple people that you mentioned, it was really cool. And I feel like at the time, like I ran against Jamesia and I was like in like I want to say like eighth or ninth grade one time. It was
Hmm.
Junior Olympics in Florida. But, just like knowing about them and how talented they are, and I feel like I didn't realize at the time like I would kind of be almost in their same position in a few years. I don't know, it's just cool to watch and so cool to also watch those girls in college and just be great. But yeah, it's super cool to just come from like a place where there is a lot of talent here and just kind of being able to see everybody now and in the past be successful is awesome. I'm
Oh
glad to
yeah,
be a
don't
part of
sleep on North Carolina. Like they definitely,
it.
yeah, y'all definitely doing your thing. You're doing your thing for sure. Before we get out of here, I got a few. We got one more trivia question, but I gotta know this too. Post-race meal or pre-race music? What's more important to you?
Post-race meal for sure. I don't really listen to a lot of music before. I like to kind of keep a clear mind, but yeah, I definitely get hungry after I run, so that's super important.
What'd you eat after becoming a national champion this past weekend?
What did I eat? Uh, one time I had sushi. I'm trying to like think immediate like what I ate immediately after. I don't. It's hard to remember. I feel like we went to so many different
Yeah,
restaurants.
just
Um,
running everywhere, pretty much.
yeah, the food like on the West Coast compared to the East Coast, especially like the South, is so different. Like there's a ton of like different options and stuff. It's crazy.
But we have one more trivia question, then I'll get you out of here, Dana. It's been a pleasure. Uh, but here we go. How old was the first women's Olympic 100-meter champion when she won gold? Was she 16, 20, or 18?
I'll go with 20. I don't know.
She was 16 years old. 16
Hmm.
years old. Betty Robinson, I believe in 19. Uh, oh my gosh, 1928. Uh, she won it at 16 years old. You're about to be there competing against the pros. You've done it before against the pros several times and just college athletes just in general. How excited are you to go to Tennessee and how excited are you to compete against some of the best in the world in the coming months?
I'm really excited. I'm ready for sure. Yeah, being able to kind of I don't know transition into a new part of my career, I guess, where I get to compete against some really good athletes. It's really exciting, and I'm excited to just kind of see what I'll be able to do. So, yeah.
No, absolutely. Well, it's been a pleasure, Dana, learning more about your story and just what you're about just in general. Super excited to see what you do at Tennessee and continuing the legacy of great North Carolina sprinters over the past 5 years. Uh, yeah, I can't wait to see you at NCAA's next year, hopefully.
Yeah, I'm excited. Thank you.